So cool to be here in Wyoming and get to see Independence Rock. It doesn't look very massive from here, but it is, I think, about 800 feet tall. This was like one of the major landmarks where people are coming out to Oregon and California, and they would stay here and they would carve their names up there on the rock. There's, I think, 2,000 something names up there carved in there by pioneers. We're supposed to have a 6.5 hour drive today, so it's gonna be a little bit of a long haul. I better get going.
So we think we're going, you said, right up in between those mountains. It's been pretty interesting driving the whole rig through like western South Dakota, and we're not in Montana. I keep getting it mixed up. We're in Wyoming. I keep saying Montana because they're all like through the Black Hills and all of that. Has been pretty interesting to drive the whole rig through. Yep, we're going right up through it. I see the road. It's like curves right around up through the mountains. Actually, not even sure if these are technically mountains, but I'm a Kentucky girl.
They look pretty mountainous.
He's from Illinois. These are mountains to us. It is so beautiful out here. We're in like southern Wyoming on the way to Utah right now. We're going to be staying around Salt Lake, and neither of us have been to Utah before, neither of us have been to Wyoming before, so this has been really interesting to get a bunch of new states under our belt, and it definitely transitioned very fast in South Dakota from prairie, like straight up just prairie, in eastern South Dakota, which is kind of what you get in, you know, Illinois, Indiana, all of that, to western South Dakota, the Black Hills, and then snap right into Wyoming, and you start to get a little bit more of that like desert vibe, and things just change really rapidly around here versus I was telling Eric, I grew up in Kentucky and grew up traveling around the entire south and southeast and northeast even, and in those places you can drive pretty far and not a lot changes. I mean, you might go to the ocean and there are a few more palm trees or the pine trees look different and whatnot, but the terrain isn't usually like drastically different, even from like Kentucky, Middle Tennessee, where I grew up, to like the northeast, like New England area. And here it just like rapidly changes so fast, and I think that's so wild. We're up the mountain and the truck's making weird noises. Hopefully no more breakdowns. Oh my gosh. We just keep turning corners and I just keep going, oh my gosh. Your little old Kentucky girl is kind of shook. So nothing on the truck broke. It was just a weird noise, and we're going up a lot of mountains and stuff into Salt Lake. I lived in Seattle. We drove all the way from Seattle down through Oregon, down through California, and all the way over to move back to Kentucky. But I've never been to these like states out west that are not part of the coast, and I'm just shook. Like, it's so pretty. iPad time. The kids have done great. This is a really long haul drive for us. We don't usually do drives this long.
On a 3.5 hour drive, we don't even break out the iPad.
Yeah, and we usually try to keep our drives to like 5 hours max. But this one was 6.5 without stops. So I knew it would be closer to like 7.5 total. So we've been doing lots of stretch breaks for the baby, lots of snacks, as you can see. And it's a really beautiful drive. We're almost to Utah, and remember that weird noise? I was like, it was just a weird noise, nothing happened. Well, nothing has happened except the weird noise happened again. And we realized it's the engine overheating because it's around 100 degrees outside now, and we have been towing since 7:30 this morning, and it is now 2:14, and we're hauling 15,000 pounds. So this is not an extraordinarily big shoulder, and semi after semi is just going by. But here we are. It's actually this like perfect like mountain peak that we're looking at coming up here, and it's so perfect. Somebody put a little flag on top of it. So we have a cute view. Waiting and waiting and waiting.
I just don't like that we had to stop on a hill because it's just harder to get going and get all the way up the hill now that we're like halfway up the hill.
Yeah.
But it'll be fine.
We just came down a giant hill, and we haven't even gone back up the other side yet, and we just had a blowout. Now the baby blowout. Tire blowout.
Yeah, I wish it was better.
Same. Eric's got it. Eric to the rescue. Hey guys, the long hill that we have to go up after we get this tire fixed, we just came down a very long steep hill, and we have to make it back up the other side with no momentum. I don't know if you can tell how steep that is, but it is steep, and it is a long way up. Just trying not to throw up because the tire that blew out is on the, I'm watching Eric in the mirror right now, is on the roadside, and most of the cars are getting over, but we're on a very busy highway and there are a lot of semis, and I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Poor Eric. There's Eric. There's the road. Oh my gosh. Literally just used this spare a few weeks ago when we were in Minnesota, and thankfully we were right by a tire shop and they were able to get us fixed up with a new one really quick, so we just had it on for like honestly like 15 minutes maybe, and took it back off again to put the new one on. I was so scared I was about to become a single mother. I realized that you were changing the tire on the roadside, and I literally started feeling nauseous. Still about an hour and a half outside of Salt Lake. I don't remember if I filmed this or not, but we, right before coming down that big hill, had just gotten back on the road from stopping at a little pull-off area that is like for truckers and stuff. because the truck engine overheated and needed to cool down. So it cooled down and the tire blew out. This stuff is like, I don't think it's gonna, like, obviously I don't think it's connected, but it's just something that I have to remind myself when you're on the road so much and this is your life. This is the equivalent of having to fix the air conditioner in July in your sticks and bricks home that you owned in the South, or like just part of like home maintenance. Although it's never fun, whether it's the RV or a sticks and bricks home, it's never my favorite. But I think he's trying to find a singular seat. I said not all heroes wear capes. Some stand by the side of the road, and others sit in the car with many small children watching semis whiz by and not get over for your husband, daring to make you a single mother. But anyway.
Walked all the way back there to where we blew out and ran out in the middle of the road and grabbed the big old piece of tire that blew out and pulled off the road because everybody was going, ah, and then having to cut back in really fast because of the...
I saw you go over there. I was like, what the heck are you doing? I didn't see the chunk of tire.
Playing, having fun on the side of the road.
Found a Walmart. We found a Walmart 18 miles away, or 18 minutes away. So we made it to Walmart. Safe and sound. Eric's putting on the new tire. Somebody needs a diaper change. We were lucky enough to be parked right beside, we were able to get into. We were able to fit, and we were lucky enough to park right beside a trailer full of horses, so that was a fun little treat for the kids. And we hung out inside our home that we're pulling. That's the nice thing about having the RV, is that even though we're broken down and it's not our favorite, we can still usually go inside the RV. And it's nice weather, it's not hot in there. So, is it diaper time? Hey, diaper time!
Here's our nice blowout that we had. Still holding a little bit of air, so it didn't go all the way out, but it did blow.
Eric ended up putting the tire on himself in the Walmart parking lot because it was just going to take them too long to put it on, and we wanted to get on the road as fast as possible. So we're in Utah! Yay! Officially! We're here! Are you guys excited to finally be here? Aw, Sonny, you're so patient. So we made it. We found the playground. Most important part. While Eric sets up. Are you so happy to be out? Hey, Sonny, are you so happy to be out of the car? He's got a little bit of a dirty face from eating some snacks, but the kids are very happy to be at the playground.